Well, hello. Welcome to my Kusama inspired Thanksgiving tablescape. I am so excited about this year. I always struggle as a Floridian putting all sorts of like fall and harvest things out when I'm like, it's still 90 degrees out. But this brings me joy and it's fun, it's vibrant, it's different, and I love it. It's a refreshing thing, and let's be honest, in 2020, we need something different. I think almost any skill level can do this, which is another great thing, and it's gonna store easy, another thing I love, but mostly it's just different. And it's customizable. I put chalkboard paint on the back of these, so you could turn these into like place cards with people's names on them. You could put your menus on them. So what do we need? I will link below what I got, but essentially we're looking for unfinished wood. So I've got some pumpkins that are sliced thin that I'm kind of using as like placemats. I have some napkin rings, and then I have three different size candlesticks that you just have to lightly sand them in some things, and it's really just the pumpkin that I think that really needed the sanding on the edge. The Martha Stewart pouncers are what make this, because there's so many different sizes. I think that's what helps give these pumpkins especially some depth and dimension. So if you're going to use your own, that's fine. Just make sure you have a couple different sizes. I just used some acrylic paint, black and white, and then I happen to have some black spray paint, chalkboard paint, or that I've used on the back of the pumpkins. You guys don't need to see all of that being done. You know how to paint stuff. I just did a thick one white coat on the well, pretty much everything except for the candles, or the napkin rings, which I spray painted with the spray paint because it was easier. And I also spray painted the back of the pumpkins with the chalkboard paint because I want the chalkboard flexibility, and I think it could be fun for like a Halloween thing too. You could put like little jack-o'-lanterns or whatever on there. This is my inspiration. If you're not sure who Kusama is, you've probably seen her infinity rooms and stuff like that on Instagram and Pinterest that are super dope. So she also is known for her pumpkins, and I love that she plays with the different size and scale and dimension of them, and they're all, they're each unique individual things, so I'm treating all of these as their own unique thing. So you can put your dots in the middle, you can put your dots on the edge, whatever makes sense for you, and whatever candlesticks you get. I would just say if you're using an even surface like a candlestick, just play with the pouncers ahead of time to see at what scale makes sense where you keep that kind of roundish shape. Practice with the pumpkin first, it's a lot easier. Now, it definitely took me a few, I would say, pounces to try to figure out what the best ratio of paint was. I don't use a lot of these pouncer things often, so I can't really tell you what to compare them to. I will say that they left like a little bit of a texture, which I really liked. I thought it was good. I will say that I also had to go back and touch up a few spots that had maybe less than ideal coverage, which honestly I don't really mind. Once it was all said and done, I think it kind of was nice that it had some texture to it. I will say splurge for the Martha Stewart ones, because not only are there different sizes already in the set, but they're reusable. So at the end, I just pulled the foam out and then I rinsed them really good and let them air dry, and then I was able to put them back in. Now, do they pounce the same later? I don't know, but they were working really good. I told you each individual pumpkin is different on when she does it, and so all of ours are going to be different. So I think for me, especially, I relished in that and was like, it's okay if they're all different, and I would encourage you to do the same unless you have like a specific print that you're really trying to go for, because it's kind of fun playing with the different combinations of the dots. I can see why she gets into it. Now, I am not going to go through every pumpkin on this tutorial. However, if you want to see how all of them came together, I am going to have another video uploaded with just that content on it, and pumpkins and the candlesticks, just because it's fun to watch, in my opinion. I probably won't do any voiceover. You know how to paint these things. It's just trying to see how they come together. I just want to give you a basic fundamental understanding of how this came together so you can do it yourself and do your own version and tweak it to fit your style. The candlesticks I think were probably a little bit more challenging, but honestly that was kind of fun that there were so many unique areas to play with. So I actually really enjoyed this, the candlestick process. So I've even considered getting more candlesticks just to redo with some other things on that because they're really fun and I like that I can't break them. So here it is in all its glory in the evening time, all candlelit with my, tinsel tree in the background because why not? But I think this is really fun. I think it's a great alternative to the traditional Thanksgiving decor. And if you're one of those people that you like to put a lot of stuff on your table, then take, there's 9 candlesticks on my table, take all but 3 out, do like a nice trio and then put your food and whatever else on the table. I'm more of a buffet girl myself, but that's just me. I like that every person has their own unique placemat. And I love this look because it transitions really well, like you're seeing daylight right now, but it also you saw it at night. It looked great either way because it's that nice black and white contrast. So I think this is a very easy to do thing. I think kids would love doing this and making their own. It's just a different take on Thanksgiving, and I think we could all use a little refreshing change now and again. So this is how I'm doing it. I definitely encourage you guys to try something different. Even if you're just putting a turquoise pumpkin or maybe a copper pumpkin into your mix this year, do something a little fun, do something a little edgy. Why not? This is the year to do it. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you want to watch at the unedited full-length version of how the pumpkins came together, there's a whole video being uploaded just for that. Otherwise, if you have questions, ask me down below. I'll do my best to help answer them. Make sure to subscribe for more holiday updates.